welcome to a brand new episode of Meet the Masters. I am Sonia Das, and today we have with us a personality who has been the go-to man in the field of plastic surgery. He is a highly skilled and ambidextrous surgeon who has been practicing for almost 3 decades and has performed over 12,000 plus surgeries. While his primary practice is based out of Dubai, UAE, he travels to Delhi frequently to attend to VIP and celebrity cases in India. He has spent several years working with and learning from some of the best plastic surgeons in the world. He is the CEO of Cocoona Center of Aesthetic Transformation and one of the best plastic surgeons in UAE. Let's welcome to today's episode Dr. Sanjay Parashar. Welcome, Doctor.
Thank you very much. Wow, what an introduction. I am so thrilled with this.
So, sir, you have won many awards and accolades over a scintillating career spanning over almost 3 decades and has performed over 12,000 plus plastic surgeries. So, can you please reveal your secret mantra?
You know, out of those 3 decades, 30 years, 15 years was just education, just learning, just getting trained. And obviously, I was from a very modest background, so I had to look after my family as well. So, I had to learn and earn. So, I spent 15 years in that. And then I had 15 years, since I've been in Dubai, and 10 years since we have Cocoona. So, I decided that I need to do best in whatever I do. I wanted to be the best doctor. I wanted to be the best professional. I wanted to be the best plastic surgeon. And to make my business successful, I wanted to be the best CEO. And thanks to God, I really managed to accomplish many of these, So, the secret mantra, let me give you an example or an analogy probably. To me, it's like playing a test cricket.
Okay.
Where I was told by my captain when I used to play cricket that just stay in the pitch and do your best. Use your skills to your best and the runs will automatically come. So, this is my secret mantra. I believe that it's not a one-day cricket, it's a test match and you have to hold on your fort and just keep working and stay focused.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful analogy, actually. Now, sir, please take us through your journey of being a busy surgeon and at the same time managing and growing Cocoona Center of Aesthetic Transformation to what it is today. And what did you have in mind when you first founded Cocoona? And just out of curiosity, why the name Cocoona?
Cocoona, yeah. See, like I told you, 15 years of my life was just training and learning. Then 15 years I've been in Dubai and it's 10 years since we got Cocoona started, and I knew that I had to run hard and run fast if I need to be number one in the race, So I focused a lot and I spent a lot of hours right from 8 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock in the night taking care of my patient, performing surgeries, doing networking, learning business, So I realized that I could accomplish a lot in a day. And I made myself more productive to be able to, use every bit of time that I had. Now, when I wanted to start Cocoona, what I was thinking from was people's point of view, what they would like to have as a patient. And I did a lot of research and talked to a lot of people. And they all told me, and I realized what everybody wants is a secured place where they want to feel very comfortable, very secured, feel warm, so that they can beautifully transform. And that's where it came to me that cocoon is the best place for a larva to grow and transform into a beautiful butterfly. So that's where the Cocoona word came from.
That is very beautiful. Yeah. And what are the major specialities in Cocoona Center of Aesthetic Transformation?
See, Cocoona is primarily a plastic surgery and cosmetic clinic.
Right.
So we focus a lot on body contouring procedures, face procedures. We are specialized in hair transplant. Right. We do dermatology, skin care, skin treatment. We do dental makeovers. Right. Recently, we have started something called regenerative medicine, which means where we use our own body tissue like fat or even bone marrow to derive stem cells and treat for aesthetic or cosmetic purpose like skin or hair, or to even treat the joints. With joint problems, knee joint problems, shoulder joint problems. So we are all specialists to provide those services.
Okay. So how did you get into that regenerative medicine?
See, regenerative is actually it's becoming very popular now because we have understood the properties of our own body fat. We initially thought that body fat is waste. It's in excess. Yes, of course, it is in excess when it's inside the body.
Yeah.
But when it comes out, it does have those specialized cells
Right.
which can actually provide a lot of collagen to our body.
Okay.
Not only collagen, they also provide some tissue which can repair our body mechanisms.
Okay.
So as a plastic surgeon, we use it for, for facial aesthetics, to repair wrinkles,
Right.
for hair growth.
Right.
But our orthopedic colleagues are doing much more than that.
Right.
They're repairing cartilage, they're
that's
repairing
wonderful.
torn ligaments with stem cells.
Okay. So how long have you been into the regenerative medicine?
Regenerative medicine, we started about 3 years back.
Okay.
First, we started with fat derived stem cells for hair and skin. And then about 2 years, we are doing for joints.
Okay. So why plastic surgery? I mean,
Okay.
this is like the most obvious question,
Yeah.
but yes.
See, the time I was born, I was stamped I had to be a doctor.
Okay.
Because everybody in my family was doctor. My father had that passion. And he had that dream that we wanted to be, And fortunately for us, we got that provision, support from our family to study, and to get into medicine. So no matter what I did, my mind was I had to be a doctor.
Right.
Once I became a doctor, I was told that I had special skills. And I realized that yes, I could use both hands. I was more artistic. I would do everything perfect. Stitching was different than anybody else. And then I was told that, you should consider plastic surgery. And honestly, I didn't knew at that time what plastic surgery is.
Right.
And then I visited departments of plastic surgery and I saw how they were reconstructing faces from body tissues, how they were making noses. And then obviously when you go to the media, you see how people look more beautiful with cosmetic surgery and plastic surgery. And so I decided I need to be a plastic surgeon.
Okay. And you are also the head of the scientific committee of Emirates Plastic Surgery Society in UAE. What is your vision?
Well, I've taken this responsibility as a chairman for scientific committee to bring all the plastic surgeons together, So we could work together to make this place the best it could be in terms of plastic surgery. And we have already accomplished. Now Dubai probably is the next Beverly Hills in plastic surgery.
Yeah, there are a lot of plastic surgery
Absolutely,
options available in Dubai. Yes, definitely.
So we do keep meeting regularly. We discuss technologies, what to bring, how to make it more safe for people,
Right. So do you get people around from UAE mostly, or are there people coming from abroad to get the surgeries done?
We get a lot of people coming from abroad. Obviously, Dubai government has helped us a lot, UAE government, to promote medical tourism,
Yes.
So we get people coming from Saudi Arabia, from Oman, from GCC, and also from Europe and US. So you get a lot of patients traveling this part of the world here to get the procedures done.
So do you often visit, apart from India and UAE, do you visit abroad as well to get the surgeries done? I mean, or do you...
We visit abroad for medical education. So we do go for, continuous medical education conferences. I do go for lecturing and, participating in the conferences. But operating, we do only in the UAE and India at the moment.
Okay. And in India, as we had a previous discussion about it, you're also involved in the CSR part of it, I believe, for the acid burn victims and things like that. So how does that go about it?
See, we are, as a plastic surgeon, we are basically reconstructive surgeons. So we've been taught right from the beginning, treat people who have had problems like burns, acid burns, accidents, cancer, children born with deformity. So we have been trained in that, and that's in our culture now in plastic surgery within us. Although we do cosmetic surgery now, but we want to give back to the community. And India still needs our expertise. So we do go back there, we do free surgeries, we conduct a lot of workshops, we conduct fundraising events for acid burn victims. I did publish a book, which is all the revenue that comes from the book goes for free surgeries, so, and that makes me feel very good.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So a makeover is one of the biggest decisions a patient takes in his or her life. What do you think is the role of a surgeon or a clinic towards helping these patients make the right decision?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, whatever we do is a makeover, and the makeover could be simple makeovers, like people come just for skin treatment, they want to improve the texture of the skin, they want to have the teeth whitened and look good. These are simple makeovers, and simple makeovers are good. They don't have side effects, so there's no problem with that. But there are some more extreme than that. There could be people who wanted to change the shape of the nose. They want the body to look a particular way. They want hair growth, and they want to look different. In this case, it's our responsibility to assess the situation and to see what they are requesting or demanding is realistic, achievable with minimal risks.
Right.
And if we find that yes, it is achievable, we go ahead with that. Right. If we find that there are challenges, there could be high risk involved, that we prefer not to.
Okay.
But there is also another extreme where it's called extreme makeover, where people really want to change completely because they see in the media, yeah, with the success of stars and everybody. This is a critical thing.
Okay.
This is where we have to be even more selective.
Okay.
People want to look how a particular celebrities look like or how a particular model look like, and they may come with expectations. Right. So our job to tell them what's realistic, what's possible and what's not possible.
Okay.
So I think this is our responsibility and we do it very well.
So do you believe that is the main highlight of Cocoona? I mean, is that what separates you from other hospitals or clinics or plants?
Certainly. See, because of our experience, because of the group of doctors and specialists that we have, and we have done more than 30,000 surgeries now, we have that expertise to go a little bit beyond, right, to make those extreme makeovers possible, right, safely.
Okay.
So that's what stands us out from everybody else.
And what do you think is the most people come for, usually in terms of, without gender biased, of course, is there anything that in this region people usually come for in a makeover or anything else maybe?
See, if you see the demographics, obviously 60-70% are females who want to improve their body. The pregnancy changes, the weight, right, changes, right, the aging process, they want to improve the contour of the breast and tummy tucks and things like that. But it's very surprising and interesting to know that males are increasing now. Right. There was a time when I started, we would have maybe 10% male coming for surgery, males. Right. But now it's almost 30-40% of them. They want to do hair transplant, they want to do facial, they want to do laser hair removal, they want to have six packs and whatnot. So that is changing. The demographics is changing.
So actually, men are looking into grooming themselves.
Absolutely,
and making sure that they
absolutely.
Wow, that's very interesting. So technology is defining everything today, and how is it changing the way plastic surgeries are done today?
See, in last 2 or 3 decades, let's say 1 or 2 decades, it's all about technologies, right, and that has really changed the face of plastic surgery. Right. The energies are being used now, like laser energy, radio frequency energy, ultrasonic energy to perform surgeries. There is the most recent update is plasma energy. Plasma, as you know, like Star Wars, right, the fourth matter of energy. Yeah. That's actually now being used to treat several things like the skin problems, skin lesions, even to perform some surgeries. So all of these technologies allow us to reshape the nose, reshape the body with minimal invasive procedures. Right. The second advancement has been in artificial intelligence, like everywhere, every field. And the best example for us is the robot, which is the Artus robot that's used to transplant hair, particularly in plastic surgery. So the robot actually scans the back of your head, it will select good hair, it will pick up the hair, it will help us design the hairline, and it will go to an extent where it will actually put hair inside as well. So that's how the artificial intelligence is taking over plastic surgery.
That's wonderful.
And then things like 3D printing, where you can actually print a part of the body and estimate what kind of work needs to be done. So all of these are technologically driven, and it's very exciting time now.
It is. It is really interesting. So do you have anything of that sort? Maybe a robot around Cocoona?
We have a robot, of course. We have an Artus robot that does hair transplant for us. And there's a little model there. I can maybe show you that. But we do have an Artus robot.
Wow, that is awesome. So how is it challenging to work with robots?
It's a learning experience, so it does, and it's a steep learning experience. Although it's a robot, you still need to be involved, which is a good part, which makes us feel good because the robot can't work independently. Right. It has to be supervised by us. Right. But it is a lot of convenient for not only for the patient but for the surgeons as well. Right. The physical fatigue factor is reduced. It becomes more precise. It does not. It takes out the human error from the surgery. Right. So I think it is very exciting, and it's a learning process. And I'm sure we'll have a lot more coming in future.
Okay. So is there any new expansion plans for Cocoona?
We're dreams. The dream always grows. It never stops. We always want to do something more. We are planning to expand more in UAE,
Okay.
okay, in different Emirates region.
Right.
We've already started expanding in India because I see India as a huge potential.
Right.
But very soon we will also be in other parts of GCC like Saudi, Oman, Bahrain,
Okay.
you know.
So you'll be having a much busier schedule.
Much
then.
busier schedule, yeah, yeah. And if God willing, maybe in Europe.
Oh, that would be lovely.
As of we speak, we are training a European team now to start up a center there in Europe. So, yeah.
Wow, wow. So in India, where do you?
We have
as of
in
now
Delhi, yeah. We have it in Ludhiana now.
Okay.
We're starting in Mumbai. We've already started working in Mumbai.
Okay.
We are looking at down south as well now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, any particular places?
I think it's too early for me to disclose that now. Yeah, but at some point I will let you know.
Great, great. So your wife is also a part of the team, I believe.
My wife is a doctor to begin with, radiologist, so she understands medical, you know. But she's spearheading the whole thing. I mean, the design that you see, the concept that you see, all the legal work with the government bodies, she's the one who she handles the team.
Right.
So I think we are like that bullock cart where you need two bulls to pull the cart.
Right.
Yeah, she's the other
So
bull
how is
of
it
my cart.
working with your wife in the team?
It's working very good. It's challenging. I know it's challenging. And it's very interesting. Sometimes patients do ask me, does your wife know, what you do, surgeries, what kind of surgeries you do? I said, yeah, she has her office right next door and she knows what I am doing. So it is challenging, but it's,
Lovely.
she's
So
understanding.
anything about your personal life, doctor? I mean, is there, what about your kids? What are they doing now?
Yeah, I have 2 children. Well, fortunately or unfortunately, they didn't want it to be in medical.
Okay.
My elder daughter had entirely different passion, and I hats off to her. She is into international politics and peace. So right now she's a geopolitical analyst, and her goal is to bring peace to this world. And God bless her that she'll be able to achieve.
Definitely.
My son is still young. He is in school. He's a sports person. He loves playing tennis, and at one point he was 3rd or 4th in UAE.
Okay.
So I hope he continues with tennis, but he also wants to study, so he'll probably travel abroad to study, but not science, unfortunately.
So you had said that you are a creative artist, like you paint and things like that. So do you have anything going on at the moment, or what are your?
I have stopped actually, but I used to do painting. I used to do nail drawing. I could sit and make something out of person sitting in front of me. I do sculpt, and that's actually also in my genes. My elder brother was a great artist. He could make anything out of anything really.
Wow.
But obviously I had to spend more time in this. So painting, drawing requires full-time attention to it.
Right.
So at the moment I'm not doing it, but that's my retirement hobby, I guess.
Okay. So any other hobbies apart from being a creative artist into sports?
I do play cricket.
Okay.
Yeah, I love cricket. Though my body doesn't allow me to do whatever I want to do, but that's my favorite pastime.
Okay, wonderful. So what has been the most satisfying moment in your professional career so far?
See, I think the most happy thing for me is I have treated 30,000 patients, and most of them are very happy, and I've really contributed a lot. They love me, they like me. I have a huge professional network who likes me too. I have a good business network, and I'm part of Icon as well. So I'm blessed, and more than that, my family admires me. So I think I have achieved what I had, tried to do.
As a doctor, you would have seen, you must have undergone a lot of situations, unforgettable situations, maybe both good and bad. Is there anything such a situation where it has touched your heart and it's happy and it has been?
I still remember one incident is when I was doing an ICU duty. I also had a training in cardiac surgery, so in heart surgery, So when I was doing an ICU duty, and there was this gentleman who collapsed. So I had to jump up and do cardiac massage. And obviously there was team to carry out the whole activities. My focus was to make sure that I'm pumping his heart so the blood goes to the brain. I did that, forgetting everything, and in 10 minutes he was alive, revived. And in 2-3 days time I saw him walking past. He didn't recognize me, I saw him, and that was the memorable time for me. I still remember that, and I feel that's the reason why I keep going on. But apart from that, there are a lot of good things that has happened. That has changed people's life. I've had challenges as well. difficult times, stressful times. I do keep God in my prayers all the time, before I do anything. But I think the challenges are stepping stone for me. I accept it as positively because it makes me stronger. It makes me creative. It stimulates my mind to do better and innovative. So all in all, challenges are there, but
they're
I
stepping
love them. But it's life.
Okay. And what is the message that you would like to share with the viewers?
I think the message is focus. Really, one needs to be focused in whatever they are doing, and it's easy to achieve success. It's also a long-term plan. One need to have a long-term. There's no short-term game here. Like I said, one-day cricket we all enjoy, love it, watching it, but you can't apply that in your real life. You need to just take everything a step at a time. But the important message is to please respect each other. Everybody has their own, thing to contribute to the community, be it doctors, be it lawyers, be it anybody else, So respect each other and life is great.
Awesome. And you're also an entrepreneur, so any message for the upcoming entrepreneurs that you would like to share from your experience?
I think I have not studied business at all. Okay, I did not know, nobody taught me business, neither my family had any business background. But I was an avid reader, and whatever I learned was by reading. I used to eat, drink and gulp books. So I think reading is a great thing. Unfortunately, there are a lot of other ways of trying to get the knowledge, but reading books still makes a difference. And I have read Harvard books and I have read business books and all of those books. So I think for the entrepreneurs, they need to read a lot. I remember I read somewhere that a CEO need to read at least 40 books in a year. And I think it's right. More you read, more you become knowledgeable. And if you start applying it for your business or whatever you're doing, it will achieve success.
Wonderful, Doctor. So thank you so much, Doctor. With this, we have come to the end of our interview, and it was lovely having you with us. And thank you so much for taking time from your busy schedule. And well, it was. I hope you enjoyed it as well.
Thank you very much. Enjoyed it thoroughly. It was a great time. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.